live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK and Chula. And if you don't like us, you must not like money. Today is September 28th. Bitcoin is still hanging in there north of 4K. Shout out to the man 4K. Came back to see Bitcoin 4K. You know, crypto, what is that? Crypto Daily, I think. He's a pretty funny dude. If this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK. My friends know me as the Crypto Trader, and I am the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I can grace this microphone with my voice is another day that somebody can profit as a result, and today is no exception. I'm actually going to do a question of the day, to which we go in and find our winner for the next video. So at the end of this video, I'm going to leave my question of the day. Make sure you answer it in the comments below as soon as we go off the air, and you will have a chance to win on our next video. But today we have a chart that was actually selected by one of our community members, and so they will be highlighted in today's video. So let's see who that person is. That person is my man, Paul Sandhu. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. Who said, BK, try taking a look at the Bitcoin chart. Our 721.77 and 238 moving averages are starting to converge on a 4-hour chart. Scotch RSI looks like it's way oversold. The dev team has a couple big updates in the works that should be released in the next couple weeks, as well as SegWit and the Lightning Network. This one might take a few weeks to pan out, but it's worth a look, my man. Paul, I need to hire you for research for R&D. I need to bring you on board the money team. I checked out the chart and he was right. Bitcoin, I've never heard of it before, don't know what it is, but my man Paul do, he got the inside loop. So that is our buy for the 100-day challenge today. So without further ado, shout out to my man Paul. Thank you so much for that move. When we go to TradingView, right, and we type in VIA, we see it's listed on Bittrex and poloniex. So it has exposure to a good market, which is really the first thing I look for if I'm deciding to buy a coin. It needs to be at least on 1 or 2 exchanges with $100 million in annual transactions. The exchange has 100 million plus, not the product itself. It needs that. The product should ideally have at least a $35 million market cap, but chances are if it's on one of those exchanges, it does already, right? So here we go, guys. We are on via BTC. You notice I got a little bit of a different setup here. What I'm going to do right now is just get our strike price that we're going to buy it at for our trading challenge. Right now, via BTC is 0.0031204. So I'm going to write that down right now and just take a screenshot of it. That way, when I update our portfolio, I know what price we bought it at. I actually bought it right before we went on the air, so the price I got was a little bit, like barely couple satoshis cheaper. But that's what will count for our trading challenge. Again, if this is your first time tuning in, this is a part of our 100-day challenge. You guys, for the next 100 days, I am going to be buying and selling cryptocurrency every day. You know, every day I can get on the air. You know, we're making a trade. We're making moves in the market. And today is one of those days. And yesterday was an amazing day, right? An amazing, amazing day yesterday. First of all, this link I'm going to start including in our descriptions under this video. Let me just throw this up so I don't forget. I'm going to, right there. So if you remember, if you weren't with us yesterday, this is what we did on price action. We sold Mysterium and not Sia Coin, Civic, right? So Civic, CVC, and Mysterium. I don't know what Mysterium is, something like that, MYST. And we bought whatever that amount was. It was only negative like 30%. So chances are we should have got around 0.015 BTC for it, right? Because we were down about 30% between the two of them. Yesterday was a bounce day. So what we did is we took that bounce, cashed out the garbage, cut the fat off, and doubled down on Golem. So now with Golem, we should have roughly 0.025 BTC, roughly, depending on what it was doing before. I think we had already lost about 5 or 10%. So we should have pretty close to 0.02. Again, I will go in and fine tune those numbers in our portfolio. But if you're in the chat right now, that's the live link to get in on the portfolio. And this is what it looks. I will include this in the comments as well. This is a public portfolio, you guys. So you can follow us day by day by day to see exactly how we're doing. Right, it's really cool. So check it out. Crypto Compare. I've actually reached out to them just to see if they'd be interested in doing some type of swap to where I shout them out on my shows and they shout me out on the website, because it's actually a legitimate good website, right? So when we look at this thing, we can see that first of all, the major changes. It's not too much big red, right? It's some small coins red in the middle. We actually sold Bitcoin Cash a while ago, so that shouldn't still be up there. We sold that a while ago. Ethereum, Civic, Bitcoin Cash. So that should not be there. Oh, I think, yeah, that should not be there. I'll check into that because we sold that. So that shouldn't be counting in our portfolio right now because, it shows that we sold it back the same day we bought Dash on the 13th. But the biggest thing, and I think it keeps account of it. So even with Bitcoin Cash, September 14th, yeah, it keeps account of it. It's just kind of like a running tally, I guess, because we did have it at some point, maybe. The biggest thing, when you look at that profit loss, bam, baby, listen, let me tell you a secret. 4% ain't bad, right? Because that is 4% increase of Bitcoin, right? That means that if we look at the price, if we go to the price action, you go back to the price of Bitcoin on that day, you multiply that by 1.04. That's our current USD comparison, right? And trust me, it's going to get much higher. But yesterday was a good day. We were able to catch ADX near the top, and I didn't even update this. That's what it is. I didn't even update it. So we're much higher. We're probably around 7, 8, 10, 12%, right? So 100-day challenge. I will update this thing tomorrow. I'll take the time to go in and update it tomorrow. But the link is right there. So please check it out. I think it's a solid site to help understand like how this money is coming together and how we're actually winning, even though it may not seem like it right away. We're doing very good, especially after last night with ADX, right? So there you go. Via BTC, we got our strike price right at earlier in this video. Now let's check out the mechanics, right? Let's look at the mechanics of this thing. And I like it for a few reasons. My man Paul was Johnny on the spot. First of all, when you look at the long-term wave relationship between the orange and the white, one of the biggest things I like is that white went up and has just slowly descended all the way down. It's like a plane taking off and then landing on the runway, coming back in. It's so nice, so smooth. Another thing I really like about it is you have these clear areas of breakout, with the green, right? That's what we want as a trader. We want predictability. We want stability. We want to know, even though we technically never know, but we want to have a very good idea of what to expect in the future. And so we're able to do that as well. Another thing I like is the fact that we had this long run. And this is what I was talking about earlier. A lot of people ask, why did I change, the lines to areas? This is why. because this type of interaction right here, where that orange is above the white, all that is like pure profit. That is money on money on money on money, right? And this chart has and this chart looks a lot like Bitcoin, to where it's just running and running, catches breath a little bit and running, to whereas most other charts, it runs and it slows down, right? What did we just look at? Just did this. Ethereum, ran once, broke down, right? And now it's underwater trying to get back out. But this thing had a solid 3 or 4 months where it had like 4 spikes above where that 77 was above the 231, which means it has a lot of intrinsic momentum built inside of it. So because that 77 has essentially gone to sleep inside the 231, and those waves have just getting smaller and lighter and smaller and lighter, it's literally like been stepping down the ladder, right? And these are the kind of things you guys should start looking for, the relationships between the breakout and the breakdown. What is it saying on the way up? And what is it saying on the way down? On the way down, we can see that this thing is quite comfortable, being inside that 21. It just goes up. Let me change the color of that thing a little bit, or at least put it above it. It just goes up, ever so softly, almost like it's, a feather landing on a pillow, And this is, honestly, this is one of the best charts I've seen for stability. I think that goes to say a lot about their product. I have no idea what the hell their product is, who their dev team is, who their core team is, whoever it is, I don't know. But thank you for giving this coin a chance, just in the truest form of a crypto economy, right? It's very clean. I know it's a lot of technical analysis out there that can describe the charts and describe the angles, and that's a bearish flag engulfing flame. I don't know. I just look at the intersection, say that's a good intersection right there. Say that looked pretty good. That one right there looked pretty good, right? Even when we freestyle on a Fibonacci, right? Even when we just bring it out one time, bring it back to the middle of the map, bam, just like that. You can see that this thing is setting up. Hold on, my baby calling. Hold on. Hello.
Hello.
What's going on, girl? You live on the air with the boss. How can I help you? Yes, I am. What's up?
Are you hungry? Because we're about to leave here and go get food, and you haven't eaten.
I know. I was trying to knock this video out. Yeah, I'll let me call you in 10 minutes.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
All right.
I'll still be here probably. Okay, bye.
All right, bye. We about to go get some food. Let me finish this up. So, this thing just literally steps down the channels, right? It steps down the channels all the way into a full reset between the 236 and the 382. That's like a full cycle reset. If it would have been able to catch right here inside that money zone, then it would have been a lot more consolidated with respect to going to break out. Another way you can look at it, and again, people ask, how do I do that? I just go from the area where the green went above the orange and it had the biggest spike to the area where the green broke down and it had the biggest spike. So what we're going to look at is we're going to have a little bit of turbulence. I don't even expect that much, but a little bit of turbulence just to get above that blue line. But once that happens, right? Once that happens, then it's pretty clear sailing all the way up to that 1618. That's what a full reset allows you to do. It allows you to reach that line pretty easily, right? Whereas before, with just the consolidation, we're looking just to go to the natural reset button. But a full cycle reset, I think we could get to that 1618 inside of 6 months if this thing is able to hit that kind of trajectory with the 7 over the 231. So there you go, guys. Buy BTC, get it while it's cheap. It looks like a few people are doing it already. If we jump down to the 77-minute, you could see that this thing is just, cycling through, just having a good time. So it's natural waves, it's natural relationships, it's natural resonance, harmonic frequency, Fibonacci extensions, sacred geometry, triangles, circles, and lines. With those three tools, you can recreate the universe. And that's all we're doing every single day inside of TradingView platform. So there you go, everybody. That is how you chart like a boss. It just didn't have the same effect. It didn't have the same effect. So there you go, everybody. Like I said, I wanted it to be a quick video. As you can see, I'm in a hotel room. My girl just called. We about to go get some food. So that's good. This is a great coin. Make sure you check out the live portfolio just to get the up-to-date, minute to minute, day by day trades and transactions. I'll clean it up and make sure it's accurate and reflecting where we have today. If you're in the chat right now, do me a favor, shout your country out. Let the people know where you're from. If this is your first time tuning in, you got a treat, baby. We got the #1 crypto community. Actually, I'm sorry, I misspoke. It's actually the #1 Bitcoin group in the world, hands down, point blank, period. You go to facebook.com, type that in, #1 Bitcoin group in the world, and that's gonna bring you right here. I got about 12,000 of my best friends that come together 7 days a week to get paid, right? And because of that, we are able to make money together. We're able to profit together. We are able to learn together. For example, on this Bitcoin chart, I did not think that this would happen. I did not think that Bitcoin had the strength to go north for the 7-day moving average to go north of 4,000. So what did I do? I said, okay, well, let's assume that the other guys are right. Everybody that's saying Bitcoin 6,200, let's say that, yes, you're right. What does Bitcoin have to do in order to get to 6,200? Well, I drew that chart a long time ago, a couple days ago, and it just has to stay in that red triangle. So that's all I'm going to be looking at. Bitcoin in that red triangle. When it breaks out, bam, right? We moving that money back, to Dash, probably Ethereum, Zcash, Ripple. It's going to be some major money moves. But as long as it's riding up, then this is kind of like the status quo. Bitcoin is still the sun, right? But the minute it breaks down, and that's why I think we've seen a lot of these power altcoins get some of their swag back. Neo, ADX, Zcash, right? Is because some of that money is starting to change over behind the scenes. So you just need to be cognizant of it, right? And understand that, different things happen. So I did not think that this would happen. But the minute it happened, I gave everybody an update on the Facebook page 12 hours ago, bam, bam, and we gonna stay on top of this thing. So if it's in that red triangle, then chances are it has the trajectory to go to 6,200. If not, then more than likely it's going down to 26. Either way, we go cash out and profit like a boss, right? In addition to that, if you want to be profitable yourself, we do have a few products available. You go to bossofbitcoin.com, BOSSOF, Bitcoin.com. You click on that first one, the profit package. This is a hand selected list, you guys. This is kind of generation 1 of the boss method, right? I picked 10 coins, 10 power coins, right? The number one all-star team. This list is a list of the movers, the shakers, and the money makers. It won't be updated. It doesn't need to be updated. All the coins on that list have probably generated somewhere between together north of 1,000% since August 1st. I will add that up tomorrow and have this list updated. But it's north of 1,000% since August 1st. That's like what, 6 weeks, 7 weeks? So that's about 200% a week. That's not bad. $25, that can be yours, right? On deck, next up, we got the profit package, you guys. And this one is my baby right here. You know what I'm saying? I actually put some time in this. After I had the profit package made about 600% myself, gave it to the people. I said, bam, there you go. I came right back. I jumped in that studio like Dre, put them headphones on, started vibing out. I said, okay, I'm ready for the remix. What's that? That's the dream team, baby. If the profit package is the all-stars, then the dream team is the #1 recruits. This is generation 2, generation 3. A lot of these coins nobody ever even heard of, right? Number 9, number 9. If I had 10 G's, I'll put it in number 9 right now, right? And that's what I said yesterday. I'm about to throw in a couple grand and just buy all these coins on this list and just sit on it, right? Because that's what it is. Number 9 is a real deal. Number 4, hopefully you had it yesterday, right? Number 6 and 7, Batman and Robin of the East, watch out for them, right? Number 1, You already know. Number 2, don't sleep on it. So all of these coins allow the next generation. Number 10 didn't work out, but we come back to it. Allow the next generation of innovation on the blockchain, right? Profit packages of legacy coins, the big boys, $100 million plus, right? These are the young guns. Nobody really even know about half of them yet. You might have heard their name, a few of their names, but you probably don't own them yet. And for that reason, when I put this list out, you could buy the entire list with a $20 bill, right? And that's why it's called the Dream Team, because if you got $1 and you got a dream, then you got a coin on that list and you can be profitable as a result. The last thing we got is the one-on-one meeting with the boss. And this is when, we schedule something. You pay that $25. The rest of the information in the description. It opens my calendar up. So say you wanted to do something Wednesday afternoon, after the kids got home from school. Bam! Click that button, 7 p.m. Now we are set up and we are making you some money. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the day. I talk with people every day from all over the world. And I dedicate at least an hour, sometimes a lot longer, just to setting you up for you to be profitable and prosperous in the marketplace. I think together, TEAM, together each achieves more. One of the things I learned watching The Jungle Book, of all places, that little Disney movie they just remade and came out. One of the things I saw watching that movie is the strength of the pack is the wolf, and the strength of the wolf is the pack, right? So this is my wolf pack, right? And I'm only as strong as the weakest wolf in here. And at 11,000 deep, it ain't too many weak wolf walking around. I tell you that right now. We will. A little girl showed me the innovation of the company, and I looked at that, and I looked at that. It was a 2-hour presentation, and I'm like, that's what we're doing to innovate. We're doing digital receipts to innovate. That's our plan, guys. That's our plan. Digital receipts, e-receipts. That's our plan. It was pretty sad. It was pretty ridiculous. This company makes billions and billions and billions of dollars with a B every quarter. Every quarter is 3 months, so B every 3 months. And I was like, okay, guys, I don't know how many people in this room are aware of Bitcoin, but this was 2 years ago. Bitcoin is $600. I raised my hand. I said this. I said Bitcoin is $600, you guys. It was just ruled to be an asset by the United States Senate. That was like a big deal. Like when they ruled it to be an asset, I was like, we're a bank. We loan out against assets to, make these products and, accrue interest, all that, boom, boom. I said, why don't we buy Bitcoin at $600 and loan out against that? Because it's an asset. That's what we do. And the room went silent. I was like, and then I told her, and I was like, during the break, I just spent like $2,000 and I bought like 6 Bitcoin. We can do that as a bank. We can buy a lot more. We got a lot more money. Nobody did it. Long story short, I don't work with that company anymore. Wouldn't work out with the boss. Like I say, as long as your name, and this is what a payroll, back in the day, they would like mail you a check when you work for somebody. When you work for a company, they would mail you a check. Now it's all digital. So most of the time when you got a job, you don't even know who's signing your check. But back in the day, like when you had payroll, you would get a check mailed to you and it had a signature on it. What I learned a long time ago, as long as somebody else's name is on the bottom of your check, they making a lot more money off you than you making off yourself. So with that being said, we go check in with our people who are on the path to financial liberation, right? So let's go back out here. Who do we got? Let's see. Lag's not bad at all on this. So are we we'll do a quick one. One more. Jersey, Colorado Springs. Let's see. And the 216. My man Brian always bringing it home with the 216. Shout out to the land. It's that time of the day. I gotta go. Hungry. Girl said we eating dinner in 10 minutes. No matter where you stay, from Brazil to the Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. I appreciate your time, everybody. Make sure you subscribe, share this video, copy and paste it, text it to somebody you love to change their life for the better. That's our mission. That's our goal. That's our plan. That's where we're going. All aboard the money train, baby. Next stop, Cash Town. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.